Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
It is a fun champ, so I like what KT have done here. I think that they have thrown the gauntlet a little bit. Leaving up both the Set and the Lucian is scary. I think that Liiv SANDBOX have just a weak effort, right?
Yeah, I think he's moved 2 or 3 times as they go in.
Yeah, counter gank available here from Blank. As you can see, all of the healing just too good. Effort is going to be taken down, no way out, and that's going to be first blood going over to Noah. Disaster beginning here for Liiv SANDBOX. As this control ward, I mean, checking the pixel brush is something that you generally do. As Croco is going to find out now. That's going to be the flash out, though, as the Zenith Blade is not really going to work. Harp just wanders on forward. Equalizer's fantastic as the Dawning Shadow will augment it. Good knock up there onto Croco, who's now just trying to get out of the fight. As Effort once again might be left behind. Flash forward, though. Goodbye, Croco. Even invested in his splash for the moment. And it's not really going to work out. Flash through from Noah. Going to help secure that one, and KT roll all over the fight. Should be able to grab Shelly as well. As Blank just it's waiting a little while. We'll just move towards the top side, though. It looks like they're going to go for a dive onto Summit and try to get Doran even further ahead. There's a Realm Warp, and yeah, waves stacked up. Equalizer goes down. Shelly pops on in as well. As yeah, Summit's just a sitting duck. Rune Prison comes through. Yeah, he's definitely real dead. Faded also teleported. This turret's going to die, but they're not going to go after the Lucian, who still has his flash. Croco also moving up.
Towards it, they are still looking.
Solar Flare onto Dove. Doesn't have his flash, remember. Croco going to come on in. There's the Moonfall. Goodbye, Dove. Secured. Fate has to flash away from Doran, though, and when you've got Lucian...
Whereas Zinzao is going to try and dive your backline, and then when you do that, you're playing into a Kench that has just picked up Frostfire, so... It's just a bit of a nuisance with everything you want to do.
Oh, well, Zenith Blade will connect here, and Noah is very, very dead. Crescent Guard going to be employed, but they got exactly here. And 10 seconds until the Infernal Drake is alive. Effort taking a lot of damage here, and this is really important. 3 seconds now, and Effort, if he gets picked, like he just did, makes things really difficult. Moonfall comes on down. Dawning Shadow means that everyone stays alive, but it's a great ulti from Summit. Flash out from Harp, eats the grey health. There's now Summit's out of buttons, and Dove is looking to lock this one down. He will do so. The Devour's there to keep him alive, and KT, his team fighting is beautiful.
And if you're not behind as Liiv SANDBOX, you probably get a bunch of kill dares, but because their early game went so disastrous, they can't find anyone there. It's the immediate exhaust from Harp. Yet again, having such a good performance on the Cancer, and I'm starting to feel like, is that just something we need to ban against this KT team? Because they look so incredibly adept at baiting out this composition. Then Liiv SANDBOX still gets Drake, which I'm a bit perplexed about.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of champions that do quite like that.
Dove going to try and keep himself alive. Does so really nicely. Teleport comes in here as Doran throws out the Equalizer. It's not the greatest positioning, but should still get the work done. Croco well and truly dead. That's actually revenge from the attempted assassination onto the Rise. Dove now we sort of know. It's not a whole lot. Doran is going to find Effort. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Equalizer still available as Doran does silence himself, and then Effort has to walk up the red carpet or into the open maw of the flamethrower. And that is 2 choices that I would not wish upon anyone.
It's a rough look for Liiv SANDBOX here. You try and flip it. If you're really lucky, Croco maybe finds a steal, and that will keep you in this game a little bit longer, but that's not a plan with a lot of longevity. Yes, Fate goes in.
Up is like, no, Doran. No, that's not a fight you want to take. Doran's like, let me at him. That was great. Meanwhile, KT are just going to take this Baron. Yeah, Prince, unfortunately, a little bit late to throw down that trap into the pit, and that is all play to their win conditions very well.
I mean, the KT could do a lot better.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes Tom Kench just exists. So if you want to play devil's advocate, it's just like, well, they picked Tom Kench.
I'm really trying not to give too much credit to KT. That's really what's going on. Because I think they're playing this game beautifully. They have been a step ahead of Liiv SANDBOX. We've seen that the roams from Effort were never actually leading to anything. The 2 fights that Liiv SANDBOX was desperately looking for in the early game to get themselves ahead were both flipped around. And then not only did they negate those, they also gained huge advantages off of it. The only things they dropped were 2 Drakes.
They have taken their first dragon of the game. This is what I call the Rumble Drake. Just, you know, turns the equalizer into its poke ability as Harp walks into 4 people. Don't know whether it's necessarily all that bad as the Dawning Shadow flies on over. Croco's going to get burnt down. Doran with all of this solo lane money on this Rumble is doing so much work. Summit, the Haymaker does nothing. Prince is running away from Noah, who is at center. And he's a very angry one, canceling some autos there, but we can't blame him. If you've played center, you've cancelled a few autos yourself. As, yeah, Prince, I don't know whether that one's the sneaky move you want to be going for. Is, yeah, Harp going for that solo, and we'll be able to get him. The captive audience, the turret shot, no! Oh dear, that's not what you want. However, they are able to break open the base.
But it's an interesting discussion for sure. But I think that what really excites me about this KT...
What? Come on!
In this game... Come on, man.
Barely a save. Barely
I think it's good enough. I think it's good.
It's going to have to be, you know. It's going to have to be.
Is that the entire team is playing well. It's not just Dove, it's not just Doran. It's Noah and Harp, 2 of these rookies that are...
Whoa, flash.
Okay!
Knock up. Effort. Gonna get a stun back there as Blank does have the ulti. They break open the turret. Wind becomes lightning as Croco dives on it. Moonfall's good, but look at this. They just stay alive for so damn long that Diana can do absolutely nothing as Doran overheats, but they just eat all of the damage, heal it all back up again. The Phalanx is formed and Noah just keeps everyone alive.
I don't think there's anything you can do
as
Liiv SANDBOX.
We felt that way for like 15 minutes now, which is a bit unfortunate. I'd personally say, because you just don't have the damage, and your dive doesn't work.
Yeah, we're searching for some positives here on the Liiv SANDBOX side, but instead, we're just going to say that KT with their 11,000 gold lead, just looking a whole host better as an equalizer comes through here in Summit. Haymaker ain't going to do it, unfortunately, as Harp is the most aggressive Tahm Kench that we've ever seen, as the Realm Warp says, hello! Big surprise. And yeah, this could just be the end of the game.
I really hope it is for Liiv
SANDBOX's sake. Oh,
yeah, if you want to recover from a game, this one has not been even remotely fun. I think it's one where you can easily mental reset because, as mentioned, this game you went for a very clear strategy in draft. KT responded beautifully. Very happy to see that pivot in drafts because he pointed it out, right? Like just the Rumble, Senna Kench, we've seen teams then still drive down. Doran!
Oh, he wanted to be able to slow down effort for a little bit longer there, as he is going to have to use his stopwatch in order to avoid the
That was hard because as a Korean caster, you don't want to be biased. That was still not as hard as casting a KT game where they're doing well.
Oh, yeah, true. True, you'll get used to it though. It takes a while, but you'll get there. As, yep, Summit's dead. Use the Haymaker, it's fun, but it's not exactly like the Haymakers that we've seen in other series because he's pretty anemic. As the Realm Warp, the Abyssal Voyage, it is taking rides all over the place. In goes Dove, that's going to be the double kill for him. Yeah, Croco uses his Onyas, that's going to delay the inevitable. Dove's going to say, I've got that button as well, as he picks up the triple. Fate is going to go down, so no pentas happening right now as Doran is chasing after Prince. Flamethrower in hand. Okay, trap comes down, and Prince is just going to look to kite while he loses the game. KT looking brilliant in this series, and they're looking to try and delay for as long as possible. Doran. Yep, okay. Equalizer does nothing. He's going to burn though, and that's what happens when your wallet's real heavy and real hot. As, yeah, KT, real nice stuff.